Well, as President Biden struggles to control multiple crises, a new NBC News poll finds his approval rating at just 40%. That's the lowest level of his presidency. Josh Kraushaar is a senior national political columnist for the National Journal Daily. He also writes the magazine's Against the Grain column, and that's his podcast as well. Just a few other numbers here. There's the overall number at 40%, but women's approval of Biden fell from 51 to 44%. Independent voters declined by 4 percentage points, now at 32%. And then this drop amongst Latino voters from 48 down to 39%. Josh, all of these numbers would probably be a big wake-up call for the administration.
Yeah, that you just named the biggest red flags out of that NBC poll. Biden isn't just losing support with swing voters, with moderate voters. He's losing support and enthusiasm among the base. He's underwater with Hispanics. He's underwater with women. African Americans, he only has a 62% job approval with a group that he won well over 90% of the vote with in the 2020 election. This is a five-alarm fire at the White House. When your own base thinks you're not doing a great job, that means they're not going to show up for you in the midterms. It means that you've got a lot of work to do to get back above water.
You know, Josh, just to kind of double down on what you were saying there, a Republican pollster called these numbers catastrophic, right? And he went on to say the following here, kind of mimicking what you said. Biden, you cannot get down to the low 40s in presidential approval unless you have strained your own base. And the poll that I look at the most closely here is when 7 out of 10 Americans, Josh, say that you are not equipped to handle the war. Not that you're doing a bad job, that you're not equipped to handle the war. That is somewhat startling.
Yeah, you had about almost half of the country very concerned about the president's ability to handle the foreign crisis in Ukraine. But even worse for the White House, his economic job approval numbers are even lower, and almost 2/3 of Americans say it's costing more to pay for goods. They're falling behind economically. That's a number that we haven't seen in a long time in the NBC News poll, and it shows just how much of a weight. I mean, I think Biden has done some good things in rallying, NATO and rallying our European allies against Russia. But even if things go well overseas, he's got this weight on his economic standing that it is really becoming a drag on the Democratic Party.
Josh, you also wrote in your column this week that Republicans are winning the culture wars. Just one sentence. Democrats alienate swing voters when they resist moderating their views on hot-button cultural issues. Republicans are all too eager to litigate these issues all the way to the midterms. Do the Democrats realize that they're losing? Because it doesn't seem like they realize it. And if they did think they were losing it, they're not changing any of their language or their behavior.
Yeah, a lot of times Democrats think they have a winning issue on like the parental rights bill in Florida or public school education or all these other hot button cultural issues. And then they realize the polling is against them. The DeSantis parental rights bill, over half of Americans and Floridians support it in a bunch of new polls that have come out this past week. Education, most people in the country in a new poll think the public school system is headed in the wrong direction. Most Americans are against affirmative action in colleges. You name crime is one of the biggest issues, and Democrats are really viewed unfavorably on that issue as well. So this is an issue where Democrats ultimately figure out that they're not in the right place, but it takes them months and months to get there. And we're seeing this in a whole host of cultural issues.
And we're almost into April. So, Josh, thanks. We'll watch your column, listen to your podcast, and have you back soon. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.